Let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at the relationship between Ali Khamenei and Ayatollah Khomeini. This was a bond that didn't just define their careers, it pretty much shaped the very foundation of modern Iran. And what's so fascinating is that it all started with politics, but it became something much, much deeper.
So this whole story really makes you wonder, right? What does it take to turn a political partner into a true, devoted believer? It's a rare thing, and it's an incredibly powerful shift, especially in politics, where, loyalty isn't always a given. So let's take a look at how it happened here.
Okay, first things first, we have to establish their starting point, a foundational alliance.
So, at its very core, what we're talking about here is a close political alliance. That's the baseline. Two powerful figures working toward the same goals. But, as we're about to find out, that is not the whole story, not by a long shot.
All right, to really get this alliance, you have to understand their very distinct roles. It's all about the founder and the ally.
And you can see the power dynamic right away, can you? On one side, you have Khomeini, the founder of the Islamic Republic. That's a one-of-a-kind historic title. And then there's Khamenei, his close political ally. It's this relationship of the creator and the supporter, and that distinction, it is absolutely key to understanding everything that comes next.
So we've got the founder and the ally. Seems pretty straightforward. But then, Khamenei makes this incredibly powerful declaration that it changes everything. It pushes their relationship way beyond simple politics.
And this really is the key question. Was this just a partnership of convenience, or was there something much deeper going on? Well, the answer comes from a direct quote that completely reshapes our whole understanding of their bond.
And here it is, the statement from Khamenei himself. Khomeini is the leader of the Islamic world. Just let that sink in for a second. With those few words, their entire relationship transforms. It's no longer just a political alliance. It's now something else entirely.
Yeah, this is so much more than your standard political endorsement. It's a really profound declaration of belief. See, Khamenei isn't just backing a colleague here. He's putting Khomeini on this kind of spiritual pedestal, and that completely changes the nature of their bond.
To really grasp just how huge this is, you just have to look at the scope of what he's claiming. It's all in the wording. This is where you see the incredible leap Khamenei is making. He doesn't say Khomeini is the leader of Iran. That's just politics. That's expected. No, he says he's the leader of the Islamic world. That's a global declaration. It elevates Khomeini from just a national leader to a figure of, world historical importance. That's a massive difference.
So when you put it all together, the alliance, that power dynamic, and this huge declaration, you get something known as a political covenant. So what in the world is that?
Right, so a political covenant goes way beyond a simple partnership. It's an alliance where one person publicly declares the other's authority to be, absolute. This isn't a bond based on strategy anymore. It's a bond forged in belief. It's on a whole different level.
So let's just quickly retrace our steps, because it's a pretty clear path. We started with a simple alliance. Then we dug into that power dynamic, the founder versus the ally. And finally, we saw how that one powerful declaration turned the whole thing into a covenant, elevating Khomeini to a global leader. It's a clear and powerful progression.
Which leaves us with one last, really powerful question to think about. What is the true weight of a covenant that's built on absolute belief? When power rests not just on politics, but on faith, what does that actually mean for a nation's future?